I'm ready.
All right. So last we left off, our intrepid group of heroes have left the city of Ilvergorn and started making their way towards the Empire of Belmont. Along their way, they have stumbled across some bugbears traversing in the middle of the night, a long overturned wagon, and what looks like a young woman who needed some help on the side of the road that ended up jumping the party and trying to steal their goods for themselves.
Vibe was off. Not stealing my goods.
We pick up immediately after battle from the last session. The people inside the house have been dealt with. There is one guy outside asleep under Cham's spell, and there is one guy that has been thrown into the bottom of a well outside.
Definitely.
I need to get dice. Can I recover any of my bullets?
Make an investigation check.
All right, I'll do that when I come back with some dice.
With some nuggets?
Every single week he forgets that that's a crucial part of the setup, and he doesn't have them out here.
Well, yeah, and Jackson, you still have the big box, or do you, Abizer?
I don't have the stuff. I think Jackson's got it all.
Jackson does?
I have most of it.
I do have my own set of like a bunch of shiny rocks. So
I don't think we need.
Also, Solomon, I need you to. Michelle has appropriated the dice that you guys got me.
Okay.
You're so pretty. If you get serious about this, there's some really cute ass dice I'm gonna buy if I stay with this.
Oh no, Michelle's gonna be a dice goblin.
Yeah.
Check, Beezer.
You can
I'm
go
gonna-
heavy.
Investigation.
I'm gonna poke my head into the window and ask, "Hey, do any of you want to help me interrogate this guy out here?"
Yeah, you can't find any dice, and you can't find any of the bullets that you shot off in the house. It looks like wherever it made impacts, there have been splinters of wood and some small bits of light peeking through, seeming like your shots have actually penetrated the wood and made their way out of the home.
That one goes in dice jail. Never using this one again. One fucking nap. One fucking
Right out of the gate, too.
Champions,
Oh,
you're gonna peek your-
Oh, yeah, I'm not particularly good at telling whether people are lying or not, so I'm going to leave
We'll
this.
see how upset I am.
Yeah, does anyone want to help interrogate this guy out here? I want to see why he tried to ambush us.
I feel like they were just trying to take our shit.
And now I want to take his shit.
Uh,
He might know where it's hidden.
Oh, that's fair.
He might have stashed it in the woods.
Typically, Jackie, you're muted.
Is that an insight thing?
What are we? Insight?
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, Ian, Adara, Nox, and Siwa were all inside the house, and then Cham and Kuk were outside.
Yes.
You were correct.
So I poked my head into that window.
Yep.
I got the little lizard boy out here, but more hands the better.
Does you said the big guy had a nice skimmy on him, right?
Yeah, the big guy does have a scimitar laying at the on the ground there next to him.
Can I search that man's pockets?
Yeah, go ahead and make investigation check. 18? Yeah, so on his person you find a scimitar and a dagger.
Yeah.
And you also find a small pouch of gold. You find a small pouch of gold. Inside you find 178 gold pieces.
This is on the leader's body?
Yeah. And then you find 359 silver.
Damn.
Silver. I'm a nice man. How many of us are there? There's 6?
6, yeah.
You really couldn't make it 360 pieces of silver?
Yeah, we'll make it 360 pieces. I'm picking random numbers here, so excuse me. make
Can
it
you make
360. 180 and 360.
There you go.
Yeah, let's do that.
What? So everyone gets 30 gold and 60 silver.
Everybody gets 30 gold and 60 silver.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, look what I found. Beep boop.
Beep boop.
Robot captain.
Is there anything on his person that would indicate who he is or who sent him?
That's why we're gonna interrogate this guy out here.
Well, he's
There's-
still sleeping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we can
wake him up.
wake him up with a blade to the neck.
Yeah, there's nothing
But not me.
particularly identifying about this person. It does seem like this guy has a bit more of a more sturdy armor than the others, and you do see that he has some nicer clothing on than everybody else, and it looks like he's got a red bandolier around his neck that none of the others have, but nothing really signifying who this person or these people might be.
Bandolier.
Yeah, I'm cool to talk to the guy outside.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the house, and
Would someone do the honors of holding him over the well?
Yeah, mate, I got you.
Yeah, Cuck's pretty familiar with a well. I mean,
Is
I wouldn't.
anyone good with some rope also, so we can tie him up?
I've got some rope.
Oh, hello? Am I here? Okay, I lost internet.
Yeah, let's tie him up with some rope.
Alright. I think everyone has rope, right?
I have rope.
Usually.
Okay,
We'll
I
be able
gotta
to get
get a rope. Someone else rope him.
I've got rope.
Michelle,
Alright, someone, we're gonna
Yeah,
need one
rope.
person. Gonna need one person with a weapon, and then one person tie him up, because once we jostle him, he'll wake up.
yeah, and as you guys pull him over towards the well, you do see that. I mean, the well itself has the large round base of it, but there are also supporting columns and a cover above the well. If you guys want, you can tie him to the actual post that's connected to the well.
Tie him to the post.
So you guys tie him up, good and tight, and he's still asleep. It seems like you guys just moving him and tying him up to the post hasn't really jostled him out of his sleep.
I'm gonna pull
perfect.
the gun out. I'm gonna flip it around, and I'm gonna give him a little bop.
Ooh, I like that.
You're gonna make an attack roll with advantage.
Isn't it just an auto crit because he's asleep?
You still got to make an attack roll.
Are you in a rogue, bitch?
What am I adding to this?
It's so this is gonna be proficiency plus strength since you're bopping him.
Man, what happened to that one hit this dude?
Well, good luck.
Possibility.
He hasn't been hurt before, right?
You
11.
11. I don't actually think that hits.
Is it a thug? Because I think it's either 11 or 12 is the AC.
Yeah, it's a thug. He's got a 12 AC. It doesn't actually hit. So you go to strike him with your pistol, and you see he's slightly snoring, and as you try and go and hit him, you see his head kind of jostle down, and you miss just above the top of the head. You hit the wood.
Alright, I am going to walk up next to him and play a somewhat loud trumpet sound. Startle him awake.
Make a performance check.
Okay.
And I'll give you advantage on this too because fuck it.
Okay.
Has to do with smell.
22.
He's a smelly
22?
bandit.
Yeah, he is startled awake, and you see him immediately jerk his head up and look around at you guys, scared. What's going on? Where am I? And you see him trying to strain against the ropes, but he's been tied pretty tightly. What's going on?
Alright.
Where am I? Who are
Alright,
you?
bitch,
Who are
where's
you?
the loot?
What? Who are you? Wait. What happened?
Someone go grab the leader's body and drag it out of here.
Got it.
All your
Cham.
friends are dead, and we have pushed
Cham,
you to the
you
edge.
Yeah.
actually hear this. You hear this from the bottom of the well. Ow! Just kind of
Wait, is
echoing
there
up
no
from
water in the
bottom of
well?
There is.
Dry season.
But he didn't drown?
No.
Oh, well.
He's a fat
Down
boy,
to
he
the
floated.
bottom of the well.
I suggest you start talking about the loot before you join your friend down there.
And you see him kind of like strain his neck, and he just peeks down the bottom of the well, and you can see his buddy down there. Loot. What we were trying to take your loot. What do you mean?
How many times does this ruse work? Do you have to have a stash somewhere?
And he seems kind of hesitant at this point.
Truth or will?
You guys said you were bringing the leader's body out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you see as he sees the leader's body there on the floor, just behind you guys, he gets a little more nervous and just you promise me you let me live, and I'll tell you where everything is.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a small purple vial.
Okay. You see him
acid.
like looking around frantically at everyone.
I'm gonna open the vial and pour a little bit on his foot.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll damage.
What is this?
How do I? What is an acid damage? Is that like a D4?
I think it's 2d6.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's
It
dead.
should say.
What?
2d6. Yeah, you're right.
Or 1d12.
I'm just doing like a drop though. It's not like a big one.
Okay, yeah. So roll 2d6 and he'll take half damage.
Okay.
Just roll 1d6.
Okay, I rolled 4, so he takes 2 damage.
Okay, so 2 points of damage.
I got 3 more of these, buddy.
Okay, stop. I'll tell you where everything is. Just promise you let me live.
I think that's up to the group.
now, like, you see now that he's like struggling against the ropes, and like his foot has been twitching, starting to bleed from some of the wounds that he has taken previously in battle, and you can see some of the ropes like where he's been tied up around the chest. There's it's quite a bit of him is wet, and he's also bleeding quite a little bit. He was the one that took the ice knife in the combat last session, so he's looking really hurt right now.
What do you guys want to spare him or not?
No. Well, hey, dude. What's your name?
Trevor.
If we let you live, are you just going to go back to raiding people?
No, I don't want to do this anymore. I owed the captain a debt.
You owe us a debt.
Do you have a family, Trevor?
No.
Are you lying, Trevor? Is Trevor lying? I went to kind of insight check.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
Alright. 15.
15. Yeah, he is scared shitless and telling you every truth to try and survive.
So he has no family. It must suck to be alone.
Yeah, I mean, I had some, I guess, friends, but they're
Not
all
anymore.
looks at the captain, and sees his dead body. He's like, I guess they're all dead now. And then you hear from the well, I'm still alive, echoing up from the top. And then Trevor kind of turns. He's like, Spencer, is that you? And Spencer calls up, yeah, help me, ow. And you hear it splashing at the bottom of the well.
Well,
Alright, you tell us where the loot is, and we'll let you free.
yeah, it sounds like the bad influences are mostly gone from your life. So
Yeah, you guys will kill me, right?
Unless you try to hurt us.
No. I'm not trying to do anything. I just don't want to die.
fair.
Where's the loot?
I can show you. Just you gotta untie me first. It's behind the house.
Leave him tied up and we'll go look for it.
Tell us where it is exactly.
I don't really know how to describe it. It's behind the house in one of the hay bales. There's a secret compartment underneath that we dug out.
Okay, or you'll behind the house and look at the hay bales.
No.
Okay.
Someone has to stay.
Somebody guard him. Yeah, I got tons of investigation. But
I'll stay with him.
Yeah, I'll stay too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go investigate some hay bales.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, Adara and Ian, you guys are staying with the guy that's tied up there?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks terrified and very scared, and looks like he looks like he's on the verge of crying, and just does not want to die here.
yeah,
You see him.
neither did we when he attacked us. Fuck that
You see
dude.
him like kind of peeking back towards the well, like checking on Spencer down there.
How deep
Just
is the
hear
well?
It's about 30-ish feet to the water level.
Is it like the ocean? Devotion?
No, it's a freshwater well.
How deep is your well?
How deep is your well?
It's not my well. This was just the well that we found here. I don't know.
It was a joke.
We're not getting that reference at all.
About to find out.
You know the song?
Song.
How deep
Deep
is
is
your
your
well?
love.
Like the ocean.
Got it. Okay. So you guys, the four of you guys, are making your way to the back of the house. As you guys go around and make your way to the back of the house, you see what looks like the old remnants of a pen for some horses. You see on one side there's a bunch of hay bales just kind of piled up in one area in a big stack. On the other side, you see the broken parts of fence and everything that are just kind of scattered along the side of the house. You do see there is like what looks like it used to be a water trough that has filled slightly with water, but is one of the legs is broken and it is kind of full with water, but it's just a little bit leaking out as the wind blows by and some of the water gets disturbed.
All right, so he said it was under the hay bales, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All right, strong boys, would you mind moving those bales?
Yeah, I got you, mate. I'm a strong boy. How many hay bales were there?
Yeah, there's about 9 or 10 hay bales stacked up in a corner of the pen, and it looks like a few of them have the bindings on a few of them have completely broken or more or less ripped, and the hay bales are barely holding together or aren't holding together at all. There are a couple on one side that are almost completely intact. It looks like they've been wet from the rain, but that's about it.
Pushing hay bales.
Okay. Yeah, and easy enough. The hay bales are pretty easy to move between the four of you guys. You pull off a couple of the hay bales, and you see as you pull off one of the more intact hay bales, there's a large piece of wood on the ground, slightly covered with dirt, but mostly uncovered. You see the wood is kind of there.
I would like to check it for traps.
Okay.
Yeah,
make an investigation check.
Oh, investigation?
Yeah.
We're looking at a 23.
23. It looks like a piece of hole over. It looks like a piece of wood over a hole. It doesn't look like there are any traps.
Cool. All right, pull it back.
Okay. So as you pick up the piece of wood, you can see now, probably about 5 feet down into the hole, there is a fairly large chest, and it's really a ruddy-looking chest. It's got covered in dirt and it's rusty, but it is there at the bottom of the hole.
I say we lower the lizard in.
The only person shorter than 5 feet.
Well, I can grab him by the trunk, and he can grab the chest, and then you guys pull all of us.
Okay.
Is there not like stairs down to it? It's just a deep hole?
Yeah, it's just a deep hole.
Oh.
The fuck kind of bandits are these?
It might be away from the inside of the house.
Alright, mate, I'm going in.
Alright, I'm gonna grab Kuk by the tail with my trunk.
Okay. Yeah, and as you're lowered into the hole, you see like it is literally just a deep hole that's been dug into the ground. You can see as you get closer now, the bottom of the hole is slightly filled up with water. There's about 1.5 inches of water at the bottom of the hole, and the chest is slightly submerged in some mud, but easy enough you're able to pull it out of the mud, and you hear some of the splooshing mud coming off the bottom, and you're able to pull it out of the hole.
Alright, pull it up. Open chest.
Okay. As you look at it, there's a pretty sizable lock on the front of the chest.
I will cast a knock on the chest.
Yeah. So you cast knock, and actually the lock itself is separate from the chest, so you'd be casting knock on the lock itself. But as you knock on it a couple of times, and you hear a slight, everybody around you hears a slight couple musical notes. You see the lock click open.
Aloha Mora!
Alright, open chest.
Okay. As you open it, you look inside, and you see a lot of you see a good bit of gold and silver, a few gems, but everything is just covered in mud and muck. from being at the bottom of this hole. The chest itself wasn't perfectly sealed, so it seems like some of the mud and the dirt have leaked into it. But inside of the chest, you do find 3 rubies.
Ooh.
You find 3 rubies. Let's see. There's also...
Dibs on a jewel. I'm gonna put it on my hat.
You also find
Rape it.
another, let's say, 870 gold.
Oh.
Wow, wow, wee, wow. Is that divisible by 6? I can't do that.
Could be.
270.
It is 145 each.
All right.
And then you find about a dozen platinum pieces
Ooh,
and
Plat.
about 420 silver pieces.
Which is
70 silver. How much gold was it?
Yeah. Can someone?
145 gold, 70 silver, 2 platinum.
Okay.
Gold, 2 silver.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'd be balling.
And the 3 rubies themselves, you see one of them is fairly small. The other 2 are a bit larger, but they're uncut. They look like they're kind of rough rubies that haven't been fully polished yet.
Ooh.
And as you get all the gold and the platinum and the silver out, you guys see at the very bottom there is a single dagger just sitting right at the bottom of the chest.
Ooh. I'd like to Arcana check the dagger.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
19.
19. There is a magical essence coming from the dagger. There is something magical about it.
Could I investigate it? Would that help? Or history or something?
That's about as much as you could get from it. There's some kind of enchantment on the dagger itself. You'd have to take some time and spend some time with the dagger to understand it.
Guys, I can tell this dagger is magical. If you give me a few minutes to study this, I'll be able to tell you how. But in the meantime, could I have one of those uncut rubies? Love my jeweler's tools.
Adara has detect magic.
Would that do anything? Would that tell us what kind of magic? I'm reading the description of it.
Detect magic just tells you what is magical, not what things do.
Detect magic only tells you what is magical, and it won't actually tell you what kind of enchantment.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to take the cut ruby. I hope none of you have any issues against that. I'm going to put it in my hat.
I'm taking one of the uncut rubies.
How many rubies are there? I don't care.
There's 3.
There's 3 rubies.
I call dibs on that dagger.
I feel like we have a
First
character.
of all,
I feel like we have a character that uses daggers.
hey.
Fisticuffs for it.
Are we still with the people by the well?
Yeah, you guys are still by the guy at the well, and there's one guy at the bottom of the well.
Okay.
He's just scared and looking at the 2 of you. He's trying to...
All right, we should mosey on back.
He's not trying to move or anything. He's just like waiting for you guys to do something at this point.
I'm going to take that padlock, by the way.
I'm gonna ask Spencer. Spencer, if we get you out of there, how do I know you won't go back to causing harm?
All right, Spencer's at the bottom of the well. You're just shouting down to the bottom of the well.
Down.
Yeah. You hear back. I'm tired. Or I hurt. Can you get me out of here?
What are you gonna do if I get you out of here? What do you do next?
Trevor is just like, we'll figure something out.
I want Spencer to tell me what he will do if I get him out of the well.
Spencer calls back up. Make either persuasion or intimidation check.
Okay.
If you wanna, you can either try and persuade him to tell you, or you can intimidate him into telling you. It's your choice.
I'll do a persuasion check. Okay. It's a 4.
I feel like he's gonna. I feel like
you'll get advantage on this one.
Thank you.
Rolls a 2.
Okay, well, it's a 9.
Adara, like Michelle, believes the best.
It's not going to take much, honestly. With a 9, he calls back to you and he says, I'm pretty good with my hands. I don't know, I could become a craftsman. I can do woodworking.
Oh,
What-
cool. I got a spare set of carpenter's tools I can leave you with.
But you're not here, Solomon.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not there.
Can I just see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, make an insight check. And again, at advantage because bottom of the well.
Because bottom of the well.
Oh. We're not doing well.
7.
7. Kind of hard to read. You can't really see his facial expressions or anything, and it sounds like he's like kind of struggling to swallow the water that he's trying to keep out of as he's talking back to you. But
If
on
we
the
get
level-
you out of this well, and we hear that you are causing problems again, you will not make it past the second encounter. I'll grab the rope and throw it down to him.
okay, you're just gonna drop it down to him.
Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay.
Yeet!
Figure it out.
All right. So go ahead and you drop down the rope and you see him like.
Is there something I can tie it to that's sturdy?
Yeah, so it is tied to the top structure of the well. So it's
Okay.
the rope is attached to a bucket, and as it lowers down, you can pull the whole rope up.
All right.
Yeah. But you lower the rope down, he grabs it, and he's holding on, and you just hear him yell, "Thank you!" Oh. And he's just holding on to the bottom of the rope in the bucket. You're gonna have to like pull him up completely. He's in really, really bad shape.
I'll pull him up.
Okay, so you guys pull him up, and with the mechanical advantage from the lever or the pulley and everything, it takes you a little bit, but you're able to pull him up to the top of the well, and you see him like scramble out, and he's like breathing really heavy, and what you guys didn't see is that he's got quite a few wounds all over him, and he is completely drenched, head to toe in water.
And I'll just how close is he to me?
He would be right on the edge of the well, standing right next to Trevor, within 10 feet of him.
All right, so I'll just pull out the pistol and point at him and say, "Don't move."
You see him very scared. He's really like putting his hands up.
I was like, "You know what this does, right?"
No.
Well, you don't want to find out.
Okay.
I think it's best if you guys stay put till our friends come back.
Okay.
And as they say that, we saunter over, a fresh ruby in my hat.
About this time, you guys are coming over with all of the loots and everything from the chest that you guys found.
Guys, look, we found $1 billion money.
Wow.
$1 billion money.
Thank you.
So they must have been pretty successful with this.
I still only need a lot more than
Like, where'd you guys get all this loot from, huh? How many people did you kill?
See, well, as you've taken out your tools and your small little eyeglass piece and everything, and kind of looking through your notes and taking a minute with the dagger, it is a dagger of venom. And you can look that up in D&D Beyond. It is a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and then as an action, coat the dagger in venom or in poison, and it remains poisoned for 1 minute.
Wow.
I feel there's a character that can have that.
Hey, hi. How are you all doing today?
I'm going to go ahead of my own accord and give it to the rogue because I'm not much of a dagger person. So
Wow, this thing's fucking busted.
More of a hand crossbow man himself.
Yeah, so
more of a lightning knock.
Nox, you can look up Dagger of Venom in D&D Beyond, add it to your inventory.
Got it.
This thing's gross.
Yeah, that thing slaps. Is that what Vax had?
No. It might have been.
Jackson, you're trying to slow down time and target a limb?
No, it's from the
Critical roll.
critical thing. He had like a poison dagger of some sort.
Yeah, so here's your guys' share of the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And you see both Spencer and Trevor kind of seeing you guys divvy up the gold. Just Spencer's like still got his hands like behind his head, like just trying to look non-threatening, but you see him like wincing at the pain as the blood starts to seep out and like.
All right, now where's the other stash?
We should go back into the house and check the other bodies.
Did we not loot the room, Avisa?
I looted the.
No, Ian just looted the captain.
I
Go.
mostly call him the scimitar. Which is mine.
Level 20 rune simi, is that what you want?
It is a rune.
40.
Abizer, is it a rune skimmy?
No, it looks like a pretty plain scimitar.
Bronze.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll go back in and start poking through the other people's pockets.
I'll stay outside. and start
Me
playing a
as
little-
well.
Although I will say, as I go back in, I'm like, guys, we want these people to not live lives of crime. And since we've seemingly decided to spare them, we might as well leave them with something, or else they will have no choice but to return to crime.
I agree.
We could leave them in good health. Adara, could you heal them?
Yes, I can do that.
That's about all I care to give them.
And yeah, let me see. Where
You
is
guys I'm going to ask them, do you guys have some sort of transportation that you've been using?
Yes, excellent question.
Do you live in a food desert?
Access to healthcare.
Yeah.
Trevor and Spencer just kind of give
Are
each
you
other.
insured?
They just give each other a look, like questioning how they got into this situation, and Trevor speaks up as Spencer's still kind of like injured and he's breathing heavy at this point. Trevor says, "No, we were just camping behind the house and jumping people. This was actually going to be our last score, and then we were
That's what they always say.
to a city." Well, that's what.
It's never our last score. It's about the rush. You're always going to chase that high.
We just listen to the captain, man. I don't know. We just trying to get
So
by.
you're weak.
Yeah, and Spencer's just kind of like nodding his head, and like you can see every time he nods his head, he's wincing very slightly.
Abizer, how much like lay on hands stuff do I have to give them for them to be like okay?
It depends. It's however much you want to give them. I mean, any kind of healing they'll take at this point. They're both very, very low. Spencer's at
Also have some healing.
Spencer's at 1, and then the guy tied up is at 4.
Wow.
You take care of Mr. Tied Up. I'll take care of Spencer himself.
I'll give them both 5 with
Okay.
the lay on hands thingy.
Yeah, and you can see as you reach out, Trevor, who's tied up, really can't do much. You see slightly wincing back from your hand touching him, and you can see like there's a warm glow that like extends from your hand into his body, and like you can see part of his wounds start to close a bit, and then the same thing for Spencer as you give him an additional 5 hit points. You can see his wounds have closed quite a bit more, and he's like standing up a little bit straighter, but like still trying not to be aggressive towards you guys.
I'll untie Trevor and just sit him on the ground next to Spencer, and I'll shift the pistol into my other hand, and then I'll give him I'll point this at him.
Give him the bang bang.
I literally have a gun.
Oh.
Yeah, they just sit there looking at all of you guys.
And I'll ask him, do you know what this does?
No,
Doesn't like no one know what that does?
I don't know, I'm just being weird.
8 in the
these
pan.
guys from what you can tell, these guys look like they're in their early 20s. They're both pretty young. Spencer's got long shoulder-length brown hair, and Trevor's a redhead, short redhead.
I thought you were gonna say redneck.
Both of them pretty young. Trevor's just got a little bit of like a 5 o'clock shadow that's starting to come in, but it looks like it's been there for a few weeks. And
So
they're both just looking at each other like, do we run? Do we just sit here? Like,
So
what do we
Spencer,
do? Completely scared.
Spencer, you can work with your hands. Trevor, what can you do?
I can help him. I don't really know. I don't know what I can do and what I can't.
Because what we're trying to do here, as I'm sure you've gathered, is make sure that you don't go back to a life of crime. Because I assure you that if we meet you again under these circumstances, the outcome won't be as pretty.
No. Straight in the well.
Yeah, I mean, I just look. I fell into some debt with some people in the town I grew up in, and the captain said he'd pay off my debt if I helped him, and this is what we ended up doing, and I wasn't a fan of it, but I'm just trying to survive, man. I got no one.
Are you out of debt?
Well, the captain's dead, so yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Make a point to not waste your second chance.
I'll give him the carpenter's tools now, since I can hear this conversation.
Yeah, and Spencer just kind of takes them from your hands, and he says, thanks.
And
he's looking thoroughly confused.
Good with woodworking. Here you go.
Knox, you said you were going back in the house to check the other bodies?
Yes.
Okay. On the other bodies inside the house, you find another 48 gold.
Is that divisible by
And,
yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
You find another 48 gold. And you find what amounts to about 80 silver pieces.
Okay, divide that. Go.
13.3.
8.
All right.
13.
13, you keep the change.
Loaded.
Can we go to a brothel? We got money out the wazoo.
I'm gonna go ahead and are we cool with sending them on their way then?
Wait,
Yeah.
I would like to give them. Can I come out of the house and I'd like to give each of them 5 gold and 2 silver?
Okay.
Yeah.
At least get.
Quite generous. I'll take some if you're handing it out.
No, that's not how this works.
Fuck off, Jim.
You put your hat out. Say thanks for the tip.
I'll play a little ditty and then put my hat out.
Yeah,
I'll flip him 1 copper.
I give him a middle finger.
There you go.
I had 1 copper.
they are both very confused, very badly beaten, and I guess shocked by this encounter that they almost died, and then now they're being paid by the people that almost killed them.
I'm gonna lightly slap both of them on the ass with guidance.
They're still sitting down by the well.
I'm gonna pick them up by their collars on their shirts, slap them on the ass with guidance.
Okay, all right, and you see both of them kind of scurry off towards the woods behind the house.
Oh wait, I was gonna give him a little gold.
Yeah, I was gonna give them each 5 gold.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna start
They're down already.
singing them.
After Puck picked them up and slapped them on the ass, they just ran off.
Don't let us see you again under these circumstances.
Cham, if you really want gold, it looks like all you gotta do is dress up as a bad guy for a little bit.
Trying to get my ass beat.
All right.
So, yeah, we good to continue to the town now?
Should we bury these bodies?
Why?
We should leave them.
The circle of life.
Yeah, just throw them to the side.
What time of day is it?
It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys got about 4 hours to travel.
You guys want to take a long? You guys want to take a nice snoozer?
Can we put the bodies in a pile and use them as a bed?
Oh my god.
We do have a house now, a shelter, if you wanted to, but we still we have like.
Are we relatively close to the town that we're going to?
Yeah, you guys are about a day and a half of travel outside of
keep marching
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
With, another 4 hours of today and then the full day's march tomorrow, you guys will make it to the town.
I say we.
Yeah, I can continue until the evening.
Can I? I'm gonna. I don't feel like we should leave the bodies out. I'll bury them.
Okay.
I'm going to start moving.
It's going to take you about an hour or so to dig the graves for all of the bodies to fit in.
Wait a minute. What if we put them in the pit? We have 2 pre-dug pits. There's the pit that like she had the trapdoor of right inside the front of the house, and then the treasure pit.
Put them all in the treasure pit. You don't want to put dead bodies inside of a house.
Matt's grave. Well, the house is falling down.
Throw them in the well. You want to bury them? Just throw them in the well. No one's gonna look.
What? No, you don't want to mess with the well.
Pollute the water system.
Who the fuck lives here? There's a tree that smashed this thing. No one lives here.
We're not gonna raise their crops and poison their water supply.
Yes, we are.
Oh my god!
Let's just toss them in the treasure pit if you feel strongly about it, Ian.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. I mean, you'll have to dig it out a little bit, but it'll maybe take about 10 minutes of time for you to dig out the hole enough to fit all of the bodies in there.
Oh, do you want individual graves? I'm sorry.
I mean, I was just gonna dig a trench and.
You want to read them their burial rites as well?
You give them a 21 gun salute. You
like,
get 21 bullets.
Yeah, you want 21 gun salute.
Regardless of
kill us, right?
I do have guns. I know, but regardless if they tried to kill us, they're still humans. We couldn't let their bodies get eaten by animals.
If
I
nothing
didn't
else,
investigate and check their alien.
They don't know anything about it. They're dead.
They're
Yeah, I
worthless
know,
to
but it
me.
still doesn't feel right.
I have the ruby.
So as you dig out a little bit of the dirt. You have enough dug out now that all the bodies will fit, and you can cover them up with the dirt that you dug out of the hole. And it takes about 10-15 minutes for you to get all that done. But
All right. Let's get
it
on the
seems
road.
like you've given these people a good place, final resting place.
All right.
Who do you pray to as you bury the bodies?
I don't have a god. I'm a robot.
So you pray to Microsoft.
Human dignity.
I just believe in dignity.
You hardwired for that, or you learned that on the job?
He installed the unit.
And it was, everything I've learned was on the job. So
Humandignity.exe.
Programmed you to think that.
we buried our enemies in the war. So
Fair. All right, y'all. You ready to get back on the road again?
Yes.
Hustle.
After the harrowing encounter.
All right, and you guys pretty easily are able to find your way back to where you guys trudged off the path into the house, and
I can't you guys followed. The vibes were totally off.
You guys make your way, for the next 4 hours or so, continuing your travel along towards Chesterfield, and it's been about an hour or two before sundown. You guys have made full 8 hours of travel towards Chesterfield at this point, so about an hour or two before sundown at this point. You guys can go ahead and stop and make camp, or you can continue traveling.
I say again, let's move off the side of the road into the trees and rest up.
how far did you say we are, Beezer?
You're about a day's travel outside of Chesterfield at this point.
Okay.
So about 6-7 hours, you'll get to the town.
Yeah, got to rest. Also, if there's as usual, if there's a big enough tree, I want to sleep in the tree.
Okay. Yeah, as you're traveling, there are trees every now and then. There are some larger trees that seem like they would be strong enough to support you for the night. And as you get close to that, hour before sundown mark, you find a pretty large-sized tree, a really nice juniper tree, actually. And you see it just about 150 yards from the road, with a small little grove around it.
Okay, I'm going to gather some juniper berries in case I feel like making gin later.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough to grab them. They are a bit green at this time of year. They're not fully ripe yet, but you're able to get about 3 handfuls of juniper berries. And you guys settle down to make camp for the night. What are you guys doing for camp tonight?
I'm gonna strum a little ditty on the lute as I close my eyes and lay down.
So just bedrolls again, no campfire or anything?
No, I don't think we need a campfire. It's not cold, is it?
It's about 65-ish degrees when it gets down to nighttime. It's not uncomfortable with the sleeping mats and the bedrolls that you guys have. A fire would be nice, but it's, again, not necessary to get through the night here.
Beautiful weather.
All right, so you guys bed down for the night. Is anybody keeping watch?
Robot.
Yeah, Ian's job.
Okay. All right, Ian, go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, baby.
Still no dark vision.
Still have dark vision.
Is it possible to get this man upgrades?
I've already talked to Beezer about it. I need 1,000 more gold.
Well, you got a platinum.
That's just 10 gold.
Oh, I thought it was
At
100.
disadvantage?
Oh, fuck. Non-natural 20.
Okay, all right. Yeah, easy enough. You go ahead and go into your sentry's rest for the night. Everybody else around you is kind of rolled up in their bedrolls and taking a nap. Are you going to be up in the tree with Seawell again, or are you down at ground level with everyone else?
I'm a tree boy now.
Tree boy now? Okay.
Tree
up in
bot.
the tree, you can see around you there are some birds and some wildlife throughout the night that do move around, and just kind of typical wildlife stuff around you. Nothing of note. It seems
Before
like the night
Before Siwa goes to bed, I'll say, "Man, this is nice. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner."
Yeah, it's I'm a big fan. I don't really mind when there aren't trees around because beds are fine, but trees are great. Plus, I'm a big fan of eggs, and you can easily find trees.
Yeah, I don't eat, so.
But the view's good. You appreciate the view.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Can you feel the breeze?
Can you feel the rain on your skin? No one
Yeah,
else can feel it for
Yeah,
you.
I can feel. I can feel things. I feel. I just don't eat or drink or sleep.
That's all.
Just those
Totally
things.
normal
Just
otherwise.
those things. Totally normal human here. I mean robot. Beep boop.
So as you guys continue your rest for the night, Siwo Ian keeping an eye out for anything that might be catching your eye. It's a peaceful night. You wake up to a nice cool morning. It seems like it's about 63. Got a little bit colder last night, but not too uncomfortable at all. There is a bit of a mist and fog around you as you guys rise for the morning, but clear skies above you. It looks like as the sun's starting to rise up in the sky, you can see it's a clear, cloudless sky.
What's it? Well, I'm sorry.
So y'all get a long rest.
Yeah.
So,
Where's my long rest button?
Change.
Yeah.
It's been trying to sell me.
yeah, and then if you guys can swap out spells, you can go ahead and swap out spells for your day as well. I know Adara and Kuk, you guys can both swap spells. I think Siwo, I think you're.
I don't do magic, so.
Okay.
Long rest.
Hand crossbows only.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Where's long rest again?
Top right of the D&D Beyond.
Top right.
Like next to the share button, a horizontal from your profile picture.
Yeah. Like you see short rest, long rest, campaign, welcome to Ethereum, and whole picture.
Might be different on your phone, honestly.
Oh, he's on his phone. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. I got it.
I'm trying to do my.
Oh yeah, it's the settings icon, and then it should pop up on that side on your phone. Okay, so you guys go ahead and make ready for your last day of travel towards Chesterfield. As you guys get back out onto the road, make your day of traveling. Can I have everybody make a perception check for me?
A perception check?
Yep.
22.
22.
18.
18. Okay.
20. Non-natural.
Was this everybody? Sorry.
Everybody make a perception check.
Involves smell?
No.
I got a 22.
22. Okay.
16.
Should I roll for Jackson?
Sure.
Do it.
I don't. Oh, actually, I don't know what he has for perception.
Then
Never mind.
add 2.
Okay. He got an 8.
8. Okay, so probably like a 10. Alright. So as you guys are making your way, maybe about 3 or 4 hours into the day, the sun is it's coming up into the sky. It's probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Everybody who rolled a 20 or higher, you guys notice above you, there's a very large eagle just kind of flapping its wings and flying above you guys. And it seems to be keeping pace with your party.
Boy, mates, you see that bird up there?
Yeah. Looks like an eagle.
Yes,
bird.
it does. Can I do a nature check to see if eagles are native to this region?
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
It's just.
16.
16. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be uncommon to see, but from that nature check, that's a fairly large eagle. And now kind of taking a look at it and really looking at it, at its distance, that bird is huge, and that's not really a common thing that you would.
How high up is it?
A very, very large eagle. It's probably about 250 feet.
Okay, I cannot jump that high. Oi, mates. That eagle's a little sketchy. It's really big. It's kind of making me a little nervous.
Doesn't appear to be bothering us, so I say we just carry on.
Yeah, I'm all. It is a large eagle, but
Okay.
Wait, can't Adara talk to animals?
Yeah, I can talk to it.
Can you yell?
I could try to talk to it, you guys. Is there anything that you want to know?
Can you actually communicate with it, or can you just, suggest things to it?
I gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with them. So they can talk back, I guess.
Even when it's that high up in the sky?
It's got.
Is this your racial ability, or do you have this spell prepared?
I think, but it in my spells it says it's always prepared. So I guess
Okay. You speak with animals?
Yeah, her speak with animals is part of her Furbolg, I think.
yeah, it's a paladin thing.
Or it's her Oath of Ancients thing.
I'm just trying to figure out if you have, like, range or something.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really say if it's backwards for you guys.
I'll be right back.
It says the ranger area is self.
Okay, yeah. So,
They're saying ASAP.
yeah, I mean, it's about 250 feet up. If you wanted to, you can try to get its attention to come down lower, but it looks like it's been kind of keeping pace with your party as you guys are traveling.
Yeah.
Where do we leave off? We left off. You guys are on the path, and there was a giant eagle circling you,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
or flying above you in pace.
And Adara was going to talk to it, I believe.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm Adara now.
And she was talking
Oh.
to the eagle? Is that where we stopped? Sorry.
So the eagle is still about 250 feet above you guys. It is keeping pace, but it's still quite a ways away. So you would have to try and get its attention or get it to come closer to you guys.
Oh, is it like it's following us, but it's like not?
It seems like it's. Make a nature check.
As Adara.
Sure.
she's got like 50,000 natures. So
She's actually got +1.
what?
I have more nature than she does.
She's a furbolg.
Hot 4, baby.
Adara says, "Why is that cow flying?"
Honestly, she's not really sure. Adara really doesn't know. Just with that roll, she wouldn't really know too much more than it just seems like the eagle's kind of keeping pace with you guys.
We're all going in.
Cock,
She also no longer knows what animals are.
Yeah, you rolled a nature check earlier, and you realized an eagle of that size could move a lot faster than you guys are traveling on foot. So it seems like it's kind of intentionally keeping pace with you guys.
Yes.
So I, as Adara, will wave at the eagle.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Waving up at the eagle. It looks like the eagle can actually kind of see you guys, and it's starting to kind of coast lower down.
Would it be able to hear me, Adara?
It's still about 200-ish feet up. It is slowly coming closer.
Adara, I can make you jump 3 times as high if you want to try to get high.
Well,
yeah, he is.
Fucking high, boy. But would I take fall damage?
No. If it's the...
I don't know.
Is it the long-term spell?
It's the jump spell.
Yeah, you wouldn't take damage from that. It just triples your jump distance. So if you could normally jump 5 feet in the air, you could jump 15 feet in the air.
Well, I don't see how that would help us very much. I'll just be like, "Hello, Eagle, Mr. Eagle. How's your day going?"
Adara's gonna say that?
Yeah.
The rest of you guys hear Adara speak common, but it sounds like there's
The
Some
fuck
weird
was that?
Clicks,
Solomon making noises.
some
No.
weird clicks and undertones behind it, and you see the eagle is coasting down now. Eagle was about 200 feet. Now it's coming down quite a bit faster. At this point, it's about 100 feet up, and it's coming down quickly.
Hello, Eagle.
Not diving at you guys, but it looks like it is coming down to land pretty quickly.
Oh, okay, so it's just coming down to land. Hello, Mr. Eagle Man.
You see at this point, the eagle kind of lands about 60 feet away from you guys, just up the path you guys are traveling along, and it's just kind of perched there, looking at you guys.
Hello.
Are you guys stopping or still approaching?
Well, can it hear us from here?
Yeah, it's about 60 feet away. It can definitely hear you.
I'd say, hello, Eagle. We mean you no harm. How is your day going?
The eagle kind of tilts its head and looks at you guys. And it squawks back, strangers, is the best that Adara can make out.
Strangers. Are we strangers? Are there other strangers? Do you need help?
You are strangers.
We are.
Yeah.
Well, we are strangers. My name's Adara. What's yours?
Sorry, it's like weird to hear him say that.
What are the rest of you guys doing as Adara's talking to this eagle?
I'm playing rock by myself.
Letting it happen.
Yeah, I'm just like watching.
Ian trusts her implicitly right now.
So as you guys are watching this eagle and Adara talk back and forth, you see the form kind of shift and change almost, and where the eagle once was, you see standing there, menacingly. Sorry, not menacingly.
Basically.
Had to do it for the memes. You see they're standing there as the eagle's form kind of shifts and shakes back and transforms into a humanoid. Just standing in front of you, there are 3 staffs kind of strapped to the back of this humanoid, and as they transform back into the eagle, you see one of the legs is almost entirely made of vines. As the form takes back to its natural form, and you see 3 staffs strapped to their back. You see in front of you, tall-ish man, about 5'11", relative to you guys, not that tall, but about shoulder length.
Not very tall.
Shoulder length hair, gray hair, light teal skin. Slightly looks almost wet from this distance, and you see eyes, black pupils with cobalt blue irises.
Whoa.
So is it a furbolg?
Could I have I seen this before? Could I like history this or something?
Yeah, make a history or a nature check.
I'd rather do history. 14.
Okay. You've heard about them. They're a very rare race to see outside of certain planes of existence. This is a genasi. It's specifically a water genasi.
Cool.
And you see him kind of raise a hand, waves to everyone, and says, "Hello, my name is Malin. Nice to meet you all."
Oh, Malin, nice to meet you.
Ian knocks and go, "This is a pretty like entertaining road. Like this is a lot going on here."
Where are you guys traveling to?
Chesterfield.
And then to the other place.
Fair.
You're going to Belmont. Okay. How odd! You're going to Chesterfield.
Yes, on the road to Chesterfield.
Well, we realized we were originally going to Belmont as Ian. We were going to Belmont, but then we realized we didn't buy any supplies, so we had to take a
wagon.
Yeah, we're trying to get a wagon.
Okay. So you guys are new on the road then.
I don't-
been traveling.
As a
Someone
group,
haven't
yes.
As
a group,
yeah.
yes.
Collective experience on the road, no.
Okay, got it. All right, interesting. Well, I'm actually heading to Chesterfield. That's my final destination at this point in time. I can travel with you guys if you like. It's just quicker for me to fly, but
Can I get a
I'd rather
vibe
have
check on this
company.
guy?
Yeah, vibe check,
Yeah.
vibe check.
Big
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah. Go ahead and roll insight checks.
9.
Ooh, 18.
12.
I'm about to get fucking slacked by this druid.
This guy seems really honest. Like, nothing he said has been untrue. He seems very friendly and just
And what did you say his name was? Malin?
Malin, Malon.
Yeah, hey, Malin, I can't help but wonder what a water genasi is doing so far away from the coast and in such a small rural area.
As you say that, he looks at you, and he gives you kind of a curious eye, and he says, "You know, I could ask the same about you, Tabaxi. I didn't catch your guys' names, besides Adara, of course. But
Cham Pa, the legendary minstrel. You've heard of me.
actually, I have. I thought that was you. Meet you."
I'll bow.
He reaches his hand out for a handshake as you bow.
I shake his hand with my trunk.
He seems very amused to meet you.
And when he squeezes it, I let out a little honk.
That's quite interesting.
Uh,
The rest of you guys, who are you? Where
Hello.
are you guys coming from?
I am Ian.
Nice to meet you, Ian.
Hey, I'm Cook.
Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Nice to meet you, Kuk.
Likewise.
I'm
Right.
Knox. Why are you headed to Chesterfield?
That's an interesting story. I had a vision,
Ooh.
and it's a long story, but I think Pelor wanted me to be there.
Pelor.
Hello?
Pelor.
Sounds religious.
That does sound religious, but I don't
Oh,
know
wait.
religion.
Wait,
Is that something?
do.
Something Adara says.
21 religion, Abizer.
Adara knows what Pelor is.
Yeah, Pelor is one of the gods of the pantheon.
He's like
One of the more good gods. I think he's like lawful neutral or neutral good or something like that. But Pelor is one of the most well known gods in the pantheon. So
and Adara's brother is like his.
yes, Adara would know this.
So I know who.
Adara's brother is a follower of Pelor as well.
So as Adara, my brother name.
There.
Insert name here.
Name here. Is a follower of Pelor, and my family, has deep ties, to him as well. Like, what did you see?
It was odd. I saw a cave and statues, people, and I wasn't sure of the town of where it was, but when I awoke, I found my staff was laying on one of my maps, and the staff was pointing to Chesterfield, and
Can you bring me the charger?
that felt like big enough of a sign from Pelor to follow.
This is a small town. I wonder what you'd be finding here.
I'm curious too, but it's interesting to say the least. Strange to meet the band of adventurers on my path, but maybe
I'm sure you'd find a group of people in any direction you were going, to be honest.
Well, just out of curiosity, Melon, why did you decide to follow us?
I wasn't actually intending to follow you. I was flying over, and I know these roads fairly well. I've traveled this part of the country quite a bit, but haven't been to Chesterfield before. So I needed to fly. I got close to the path, and I was flying over. And I saw your group from afar, and just was curious at this odd ensemble of people traveling together.
Guys, I'm gonna grab something downstairs. I'll be right back.
Kind of interesting group of people.
Well, we're always happy to make the acquaintance of such a rare and distinguished fellow traveler. As besides being an armorer, I'm also a cartographer. And hearing you say that you've traveled all around and partially as a bird, I imagine we could collaborate on some amazing maps.
I can do my best. I'm not particularly great with maps.
That's why
let nature guide me mostly. Tend to pay attention to the trees, the world around me, and the nature around me gives me my guidance as far as where I need to go and how to get there. I haven't been to Chesterfield before, not directly enough anyways to get there quickly.
Well, we're happy to have you travel with us.
I, for one, would be happy.
Yeah, I'm down.
Well, let's...
Yeah, we're down.
Pass the vibe check. I mean...
Yeah, he passed that vote.
Unless you rolled a fucking nat 20.
Yeah, exactly.
just cast, like, immolation right in the middle of us.
I'm sorry, that's a metagame. Continue.
And as you guys make your way, continue for the night, pretty easy day of travel. Malin's telling you about a few of his stories, a few of his travels and adventures. He talks with Adara quite a lot because of their connection, and actually would say a couple of things specifically to her, but since she's not here,
Yeah, you can touch base with her so that
Hold the fort.
I'm going to grab the charger, so one sec, if we're just walking.
Alright, Kuk, what's up?
I was just saying, hold the dialogue.
Okay. Yeah, so another easy day's travel. You guys do make it with about 3 hours to spare to the town of Chesterfield.
We did.
It is starting to get a little bit dark, but you've got about 2.5, maybe 3 hours before sunset. And as you guys approach this town, it is a small village. Maybe 24 buildings or so. There's probably only one inn or so, and it seems like a lot of these are just rural homes and just small villages that have kind of small buildings that have kind of stuck together. Not a lot of. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Is there a smithy?
There is. It's very rudimentary.
Could I figure it out?
Yeah, easy enough. I mean, once you guys make your way into the town, it's pretty small and easy enough to find where you guys need to go. There is one inn available. You guys
I would like to go to the inn.
Can get a room at for the night. But there is a forge as well as smithy. As you guys make your way over to the inn, there actually isn't even a sign on the door or anything specifying. It's just as you enter, you walk inside and you see a small bar area, and you see a human male standing behind the bar, kind of wiping down some of the bar area, and looks like he's organizing some bottles behind him. And as you guys walk in, or at least as Cham walks in, he turns around and says, "Hello, oh, hi, how's it going? Can I help
Great,
you?"
how are you doing?
I'm okay. Can I help you with anything?
It's like I have this thing. I'm trying to find it because it's moderately relevant. It has to do with like ends and stuff.
Features and traits, I think.
I'm in here. I don't see it though.
Actually, it's description. Sorry, because it's your background, correct?
Yeah, here we go. Can always find a place to perform, like an inn or a tavern. Yeah. I receive free lodging and food of modest or comfortable standard, as long as you perform each night. Hello, sir. What is your name?
Hi. My name is Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, nice to meet you.
Can I help you with anything?
Well, as you've probably already assumed, I'm the legendary minstrel Cham Pa, and this is my band of merry minstrels. We're just passing through and hoping we could lodge tonight. I'd be happy to put it on performance. I know all your regulars would love it, and probably even bring in new business. You're welcome.
Huzzah!
I mean, take a look, and as he kind of like motions out to the rest of the bar, you look around. There's nobody else in here. It is completely empty.
Well, time we fill up these seats, don't you think? I walk out. I immediately turn around, walk out front, and start putting on a little show.
Okay.
It's a jazz melody or a jazz rendition of "Through the Fire and the Flame."
Make a performance check for me. And the rest of you guys, are you following him out, or are you guys staying inside and talking?
12.
I didn't even know we went
gonna stick
inside.
inside.
Becky, you're muted.
I'm at the smithy.
Okay.
I'll stay inside.
Okay. He kind of looks at the rest of you guys very curiously, and he looks at Knox and says, so do you guys need room for the night?
If you have any available.
I think there's 3 available. If it's okay with you guys sharing or bunking. I mean, not a big town. I don't have that many.
Come on. One-time show tonight, down at the inn.
I promise you'll get used to him.
Okay.
Yeah, we would take those, and also we're in the market for a wagon. Do you know where we could find a cart ride?
Wagon would be hard to find here, but I'm sure we might have something. Do you have coin or anything for trade?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Got this fool show for trade.
Chem, what's your performance check?
12.
12. There are a few people that notice you. Some of them just kind of give you the same like awkward look and stare as they continue walking down the street. A couple of people that kind of come up and made a little bit closer, but it seems like most of the people in this town have not ever seen anyone like you. There is one older couple that's walking, and they, as they hear you walking by, they both turn and look at you and excitedly rush over.
That's right.
And
open your ears, citizens. Come. This is just a taste of what you'll hear tonight at the inn.
And you see this older couple come up to you and it's like, oh my god, are you Cham Pa?
At your service. Well, actually, you might be at my service. Got any coin?
And you see the older female. She turns to what appears to be her husband and says, "This is the guy. This is the big elephant man. I told you he came through when I was a child. He performed for the town. Didn't you have another friend with you? Another like you?"
Ah, yes, my mentor back in the day. But we have since separated.
Okay.
But I'd like to say he taught me everything I know, but at this point, I think I've surpassed him.
Is Cham Pa Daft Punk?
Cool. Are you going to be at the inn performing, or just out here?
My best show yet.
Awesome. I'm gonna go tell all my friends, and then you see her like pulling her husband by the arm and like whispering excitedly and like her rushing off as she's like going back to find a few of her friends in the town to tell them about this. Jeremiah looks over to you guys and says, the rooms are going to be 5 silver for the night per room, so 15 silver for the 3 for the night.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I'm not there. Okay.
I'll sleep on someone's floor.
I'm still out front.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk in though. I'm gonna slam the door open. Like, Jeremiah, I have already created such a hubbub about a show tonight. You must let me perform.
Yeah. All right, man. Whatever you want. We don't really have a stage, but you can
stand on a table.
The other side of the bar.
Slap that bitch.
Okay. Just try not to break my door, he says quietly. Ian, you find the smithy after asking a couple of people. It is extremely rudimentary. It looks like this is the only place in town that does any kind of metal work.
I was gonna hit you with a "you there, boy." Where's the smith?
Yeah, and the boy like looks at you and just stares.
Boy is
Mouth
Smithy.
open, eyes wide.
Run along.
What do you want?
Is there a smithy in town?
Yeah, that way. You see him just kind of point, and as you look in that direction, there's a building that has a pretty consistent plume of smoke coming off of it.
Thank you. I'll flip him a silver. Run along.
Yeah, it just kind of lands next to him as he walks
Gone,
away. You turn back, he's still just kind of staring at you as you walk away. Hasn't picked up the silver from the floor.
I will mark it out of my inventory.
This man's never seen a robot before.
I've never seen a robot, so I'm at the smithy.
Yeah. And,
Hello.
as you look
Hello,
around, there are
Smithy.
some... hi? Can I help you?
What is, I want to know if I can either A, use your forge to make something, or B, if you could make something for me.
I don't know you, so I can make something for you?
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, and you see now, this is a human with slightly pointed ears. Looks like it's almost half elven. She's got short blonde hair, and she's female. Bright green eyes. Just about your height, but stacked. She is built.
Fucking thick. My name is Ian. What is yours?
Shay.
Shay?
Nice to meet you. She
Nice to meet
kind
you.
of haphazardly puts her hand out for a handshake.
Give it a good shake.
Okay. What can I do for you, Ian?
I'll pull out a bolus.
Okay.
I'll go, can you make these?
She
I can provide some metal if need be.
Yeah, she kind of reaches her hand out to grab one from you and kind of takes a look at it and looks it over in her hands a little bit. Do you know what they're made of? Are they brass? Are they steel? Are they copper? What are we talking about here?
Yes, they are made of Abizer. What are they made of?
These would probably be made of brass or a steel alloy.
You can use. I've used brass and steel in the past.
Okay. Brass we can get. Steel is a bit harder, but we do have some. You said you have metal on you that can be worked?
What is this? What is a dagger made of?
Daggers are usually steel.
I have this dagger.
Okay. And she takes the dagger from you. Yeah, I mean this. To get this kind of a shape, it might take me a couple of days. I've never done anything like this before, but I can give it a shot.
How many do you think you can make from that?
I honestly don't know. With the steel I have on hand, I have enough materials, in theory, for 10 of what are these again? What did you call them?
They're balls. Metal balls.
Okay.
Metal marbles.
Okay. Got it. I can make probably about 10 of them with the steel that I have on hand, but then I'd need to go get more supplies. With the dagger, I could probably make 2 more, but I would need to practice a bit, and that'll probably spend some of my resources.
I'm running low. What about this? And I'll produce the scimitar.
And it just takes the blade from you.
I'm just pulling shit out of my pocket.
Kind of a beat up scimitar, but I could probably make another 8 more out of this blade. So probably about 20 if I don't screw anything up the first time around.
Okay. And you said that would take a couple days?
Yeah. I have to make the molds and everything first, and then she's still turning the scimitar and the dagger in her hands.
The DM stuff. I would have made them before, correct?
Yeah.
Would I have a mold? Because I have smithing tools.
Yeah, you would have a mold on you.
Oh, you can use this.
You can definitely assist her, but you have to convince her to be able to let you assist her first. She doesn't know you at all. But
take your pants off.
producing the mold.
I do wear pants.
You see her look at you curiously, takes it from you and says, "Oh yeah, this will significantly help with the process. Yeah, do you work in metal?
I do. From time to time when need be. But since this is your forge, and like you said, you do not know me, I'd be willing to assist. Like I said, provide the materials, pay you for your labor. I just need these desperately before me and my group move on.
Yeah, I mean, I can. If you want to help me out, I can definitely try this, and we can figure this out. Oh, these are interesting little balls. Are they like ball bearings, or they look a little?
They're ball. Yeah, they're ball bearings.
Larger. Okay.
They're just different ball bearings.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, no problem. We can go ahead and make these if you want to help me out with them. Make a check. Are you proficient with smith tools?
I am.
So this is going to be dexterity check with proficiency.
So abilities.
Roll
So
d20, add your proficiency and your dex.
Enough.
Oh well, fuck. Honestly, don't worry about it. I rolled a natural
21.
20.
Oh, you did? 21. Let me get to the
Yeah. Okay.
Continue.
In the meanwhile, okay. So between you and Shay, quickly you're able to make 20 bullets from the scimitar, the dagger, and half of her supply of steel. So you now have an additional 20 bullets that you can add to your inventory.
Yes. Thank you, Shay. How much do I owe you?
For this and the labor, you provided some material. She's doing a little bit of quick math in her head. These are pistol bullets, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Palm pistol bullets, that's 4.
With your help and with the materials that you provided, I would say 1 gold, 5 silver.
1 gold, 5 silver. Easy enough.
Or she gave you 20 bullets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 gold, 5 silver with your help.
I'll flip it.
And since you were able to provide the materials as well, that significantly cut down on the cost.
I like it. Oh wait, I added. Fuck. 2, 10.
So you guys are able to find your rooms for the night pretty easily. You see Malin actually is sitting in the... He's come into the inn with you guys, and he's actually sat down at one of the tables and just kind of watching you guys interact with everyone.
So we're all in the lobby right now?
Yeah, you guys are in the small inn at the bar right now at the moment.
Okay, I want to walk up to Ian and I say, "Where'd you disappear to there?"
So
I had to.
Ian would still be at the forge right now because he's going to still be working on it.
I'm coming back.
Oh, I thought you said he's here. All right, I will wait for my question.
He would have told you guys he's going to the forge or to the smithy.
Okay.
So.
Siwo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you affix this beautiful ruby to my hat?
Certainly.
Seems like up your alley with all the tinkering I've seen you be doing.
Tinker with the best of them.
Hey.
I expect. And I'll hand him my hat and the ruby, and I say, when the hat comes back, might there be a few copper or silver or gold in it? And then I look with wide eyes. And
There might.
to the side.
I'm putting a ruby on your hat.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, Beezer, how long would this take me? I've got like jeweler's tools and all kinds of
If you have jeweler's tools and everything, maybe an hour to do a really nice job, 30 minutes to get it on there.
Okay.
It depends on what you want to do to his hat. If you want to do any kind of like,
I want like a little Uzi
or like a little bit of filigree around it, or any kind of nice setting.
Just hot glue that shit.
Yeah.
Gorilla glue.
Just a quick fix, attach it to the hat, maybe about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Spend a little bit more time, make it look nice.
Yeah, Cham, what's your vision for this?
It needs to be a one-of-a-kind piece that everyone that sees will remember.
All right, so I'll put it smack dab in the middle of the forehead.
Exactly.
All right, yeah, I'll get to work on that because I don't have much else to do if the innkeeper's inquiring about the wagon for it.
Tell you, did he leave already?
No, he's still sitting at the bar, and at this point, actually, you guys see Malin, after you guys have had this conversation, kind of pulled away from the barkeep. Malin gets up and goes over to the barkeep as well. And looks
Hey,
like...
Malin, while you're up there, could you grab a
Back.
I'm sorry, what? Can you repeat that, Cham? What's up? What
while you're up there, could you grab a round for all of us? Nose goes. I only have a trunk, so.
Sure. And he kind of turns to the barkeep, and
Thank you.
They talk a little bit here and there, and Cham, you and Nox and Kuk would hear this. Malin and the barkeep are talking about people. He's kind of talking about his vision to the barkeep. And the barkeep is telling him, yeah, there's been a couple of weird goings on at the mine outside of the city, but
A mine, you say?
what's going on? And Malin's like, oh, thank you. Do you know where the mine is? And so and Jeremiah responds back to him, no, but if you go talk to one of the higher ups in the town, they might be able to show you exactly where the mine is. You're offered to help out with anything. And Malin kind of nods and thanks him, and he grabs his drink that he ordered, and then he turns back to the barkeep and he says, oh yeah, and then can you also get around for these guys, I guess? How much is going to run me? And he tosses, the barkeep gives him a number, and he tosses him 3 gold, which is way more than quoted. But...
Yo, all right. I see all that happen, but while Malin is out of earshot, or I whisper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point, he finishes his drink and he heads out the front of the inn.
Guys, did you see that? He just threw 3 gold like it's nothing. I think we could take advantage of this situation.
Who knows how much money Genasi have? They're from a different plane.
But he seemed well equipped with gold to be just throwing it around like that.
I mean, so are we.
On whatever sort of mine adventure he's going on, and he rewards us generously.
There might be wagons at the mine.
Anything where God tells you to go to the cavern, like I am all the way in. So I don't need any convincing. I don't even give a shit about the gold. I just want, maybe there's cool shit in there.
He seems like Adara. He seems like he might know some stuff for me. So yeah, I'd be happy to help him out.
Jackson, you have to pick your voice up high and do your Michelle.
Yeah, I want a voice.
Please. Okay.
If I can make eagle noises, you can make Michelle noises.
Am I back?
Yeah, at this point, it would take you about an hour or so, and these guys are just kind of hanging out at the bar. You make your way back over to the group, and you see Malin actually outside talking to a couple of people, and then he thanks them, and he kind of walks to towards another building. And seems.
Am I done with the hat yet?
Yeah, and at this point, you'd be about done with the hat.
I have
it.
Beautiful.
Tam, here's your ruby chapeau.
Ooh. Everyone will remember this until the day they die.
Oh, also, hey, Sham.
Yes, sir.
I am a big fan of music, and I like your stuff. If perhaps we could work out an arrangement where I don't know. If you owe me a favor, I will do something extra cool to your hat so that everyone will remember it always.
What kind of favor are you talking about?
Just something in the pocket. I haven't decided yet. I can promise you it won't be unreasonable, but
I'm pretty easygoing. I just don't like to get my hands dirty.
That's fine by me. Okay, I'm going to take the hat back and tinker with it a little bit, and I'm going to bring it back, and the ruby is constantly sparkling in a faintly luminous way.
We spent so much time on this fucking hat.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything important?
So that is truly a hat for a legendary bard.
Okay. Easy enough. And at this point, Ian's walked in and found you guys and joined you guys at the table you're sitting at.
I got a beautiful hat.
Wait. Quick question for Hatmaker. Did you inscribe a map on the back of the gem so that if it falls off and you shine a light through it, it shows a constellation map of where you got to go to find the treasure?
Oh my god.
No. Nor did I embed a laser thing in it and put it in his hip with the bank account number. For anyone who's seen the Bourne trilogy.
What a
Yes, I have.
Look at this beautiful hat. All right. So you're just trying to hold this for a long time, or this favor? You don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is yet, but I
Write you a med.
Hmm?
I could write you a little ditty about
that'd be awesome.
theme song.
That would be enough, honestly. I would love to have my own song.
All right, take some time.
Yeah, take your time.
We should accompany Malin to the mines.
Oh yes.
First, let's talk about some sort of compensation.
I agree.
Let's track him down, though. I'd be happy to track him down.
Yeah, he's in two different buildings. We should go follow him.
Basically, that Genasi is looted out of his mind, and we're here to plunder his gold.
No, I would like to. I'd like to go sneak off after him, though. I'll follow him to whatever building he went.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Plundering, plundering. Out here stealing
18.
gold.
18. Okay. You dart off behind him. Maybe about 10 minutes or so after he's, or this would be about an hour or so after he's left the bar. And Ian's just now joined the rest of the group. You see him kind of in the street ahead of you, and he's been talking to a few people and having a bit of a conversation with them. And one of the gentlemen that he's talking with actually kind of perks up and says, "Oh yeah, it sounds like they're having a bit of a conversation." And Malin is talking, and one of the gentlemen starts leading him out towards the edge of town. Are you going to continue following him? He's heading out of the town at this point.
How far away am I from the inn where I left everybody?
You'd be about 300, 400 yards away at this point. He's a ways down the street, but he's pretty odd and eccentric, and you can catch his vision from quite the distance. And you're able to follow him a little bit up the street and down the path towards some of the smaller buildings that seem like residential homes, people that live in this area, and you follow him out towards the edge of town, and he's starting to head out with one other gentleman leading him out of the town.
I'll keep following him.
Okay. Yeah, and it looks like he's... make a perception check.
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so actually you do see him. He is aware that you're following him. He does turn his head very slightly, and his eyes dart in your direction, exactly where you were hidden, and he clocks you immediately. But
Damn.
He wasn't stealthy enough to hide that from you. But he knows exactly where you are, and he's just continuing to walk, not really paying much attention to you, and following the gentleman that's leading him out towards the outside of town.
Okay, he knows I'm there. I'll run up and catch up to him.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. And as you start to move forward, he actually kind of slows down slightly, waiting for you to kind of join up with him and the other gentleman. And as you kind of run up alongside of him, he just says, "Oh, okay, good. I thought you weren't I wasn't sure if you guys would be joining me on this one or not, but it seems like the vision kind of piqued your interest too."
Well, it can be dark in a place that you've never been to. Where are we headed?
Well, this guy's actually going to... I'm sorry, what was your name again? And the gentleman that was leading him turns around and says, "Oh yeah, I'm Steve. Sorry. Nice to meet you." And he reaches his hand out towards you, Knox. I'm Steve. It's nice to meet you.
I'll shake his hand.
Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, the mines are just over here. And he kind of motions over to what looks like a hill where there's a few tents kind of set up off in the distance, but you can see it's a bit raised up on a slight hill. There are some tents and stuff set up about at this distance, about half a mile outside of town.
Can I vibe check, Steve? Mr. Steve?
Make an insight check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check. Oof. 8.
He's pointing towards what looks
It's
like
vibrating.
seems really on the level.
Huh?
He seems really on level with you guys. I mean,
Yeah, well, I rolled 8, so of course he seems on level.
yeah. And Malin and Steve just kind of continue walking, and you gonna continue with them?
Man, I wonder where Malin went to.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same. Transition.
Guys, let's take him for all his money.
Let's not do that.
Not do that.
If you're not making the most you can, what's there to life?
Secrets.
Probably a lot, because you seem pretty
Knowledge.
poor.
Me?
Yeah.
I got bank accounts all over the world, bro.
Got investments.
What's a bank?
I got banana plantations. They had banks in like the Renaissance. I'm sure they'd have banks around this time.
I got GameStop in the Renaissance.
GME. GME.
Do you have diamond hands,
I'm
Cham?
heavily invested in Griffin futures.
Yeah, and so as you guys are just kind of walking, Knox, you guys are just continue walking for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and as you guys approach, you see in the side of the hill there is a large mine, and it looks like there's a few people gathering up whatever's there and heading back towards the town. As a couple of them pass on your way, there's a few people there, and Steve kind of turns and says, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but we were in the mines, and there was a partial collapse ahead in one of our tunnels, and we found this weird carved corridor, and then there were statues of people inside, and I don't know, it just kind of freaked us out, and we've been kind of evacuating the mine for the time being until we can get somebody to take a look."
Wait, are we overhearing this, or is Jackie the one
No,
over?
this is just not.
We're at the bar. Yeah.
All right, who's
I
trying
was
to
assuming that Malin would have told us before he went off, but
another round?
He doesn't know you guys.
Yeah, he doesn't know us.
we were traveling together.
I don't know you.
Malin and Steve. Malin turns to Steve and he says, "Okay, thanks, Steve. I think we'll probably take a look at this tomorrow, or at least I'll take a look at things tomorrow morning." It's
Oh, okay, yeah, he was just counting it out. Never mind.
We've been traveling for a little bit, so I'll check it out tomorrow morning for you guys. He turns to Knox and says, "Hey, you're welcome to join. I could always use some help, but
Were you
know,
just-
I don't.
Do you know what you're looking for? Do you think this is what the vision called for you to do?
It sounds like it. I think this is what Pillar wanted me to find, and I think I'm on the right path at this point. So I'm gonna see this through at least in the morning. I just need to go home or get a rest in. It's been a long day of travel, so.
Well, if you need any help, I've got a good group of people. If you need some support,
The folks we were traveling with, ragtag bunch of strange oddities. Yeah, I might need some help with this one. I think I know what's in here, but I don't know about I don't know how this could turn out. So having some backup would not be the worst thing.
what do you think is in there?
I have a feeling, but I need to meditate on this for the night. It might help come tomorrow's sunrise.
Weeping angels.
And you guys, he turns and as Steve is kind of already walked off with a couple of other people carrying some of their equipment, Malin turns and walks back towards the town, with trying to help out the other people that are carrying things away from the mine, with carrying some of the equipment and everything back.
Is there a wagon?
There is a small cart, will be
wagon.
a wheelbarrow.
Like a wheelbarrow? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, nothing
What if my
nothing major, big enough for a piece of burden to pull. But there's a small wheelbarrow that one person's pushing, and he's about 300 yards in front of you, just pushing with what looks like some equipment and things kind of loaded into it.
Okay, can I run up to him and just offer to help with the wagon? And then I can glean within it.
Yeah, and as you get up to him, it's a younger kid, probably in his late teens, just pushing the wheelbarrow, and he's sweating already, and he's starting to get a little bit winded, but he looks over to you and says, yeah, sure, and he lets go of one hand on kind of gestures for you to grab it, and just kind of is walking with his right hand holding the side of the wheelbarrow as you grab the other side and just kind of help him wheel it forward and continue your way back towards the town.
So what did you find in there? What's going on?
I don't know. We were just told to leave. There's some weird stuff going on. Nobody's found anything really. I don't know how much I can tell you. I honestly don't really know what's going on.
Listen here, I'll kind of poison dagger.
I'm not gonna poison dagger this kid. How old are you?
19.
How long have you been working in the mines?
Since I was 16. I'm just, we're trying to mine for iron and gold and anything that can be useful for the town and keeping the livelihood going and getting resources for everyone to use. Where are you guys from? Who are you? And
My name is
kind of
Nock.
like looking at you and Malin and curiously, but kind of trustingly.
Okay. My name is Nox, and I've traveled a little bit here and there, and we've come to see your town. Hopefully what is in the mine won't hinder your productivity and support. But anything you could let me know that might be able to help me help you would be great.
I know a few things and I've heard some others, but I don't know what's going on. I'm Carrick, by the way.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Continue walking back towards the town. Eventually, about like a 10-15 minute jump back, you make your way back towards the inn after helping them unload the wheelbarrow off at one of the central storage locations where it seems like they're storing all of the utilities from the mines. Make your way back to the inn with Malin going at the same time towards the inn.
So we're at the inn now?
Yeah, at this point you guys have made it to the inn.
Nox, welcome back.
Guys, we found the mine.
What mine? What are you talking about?
Something strange is happening at the mine, and I think we need to help. What the fuck is his name? Maynard? Malin could use our help.
And Malin at this
Don't
point
say.
is coming up right behind you. Says, "Yeah, I need to meditate on this, but I might need your help with this. You guys seem like you've seen a bit of adventure, at least. Maybe hold yourselves together in a fight, so I might need your help with these things."
Malin, I too require to meditate on this, and my meditation usually requires a 25 gold fee.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you want to assist.
I mean, I should have my answers with my own meditation, but
As to decide if I should help.
See if there are other people that could help you with the 25 gold that you need. I've never heard of that kind of a meditation, but okay. And he quietly talks to Jeremiah at the bar again, grabs what looks like a small key, and he says, "I'm gonna take a rest now. See you guys in the morning, I guess." And heads upstairs towards his room.
So what did you learn, Nox?
The only thing I was able to learn is that the part of the mine collapsed, and there are now carved statues and structures that have not been seen before. They just evacuated everything, and that's where we're at right now. But
Do they have any canaries?
Like the bird?
Yes.
Not that I saw. Do you like canaries?
No, we could use them to scout for us.
Well, if you find any, bring them.
It's Cham, it's not a coal mine, it's an iron mine.
You still send one down there.
But I'm thinking this is why Malin is here.
But I'm here for a wagon.
Let's help.
Well, I am here to find some cool shit in that mine because that sounds very intriguing.
We have no idea what's in the mine. Something could help us down there.
Did you see any wagons?
We can find some loot.
I do like loot. I don't like cave.
Well, we need a wagon, and these fine folk seem trustworthy and in dire need, and I'm sure that we could come up with some type of agreement if they use our help. Do you want a wagon or not?
That sounds really promising. I say very, very, very seriously. I will consider it. But in the meantime, I must prepare for my show.
Yes.
And I walk up to
Hopefully
Jeremiah.
your new hat garners you more attention and donations.
Yeah, and I mean, easy enough. Just roll a performance check for me.
Let's see.
Can he have advantage because he has a glowing ruby on his head?
Okay, I rolled a 1.
It's a ruby curse.
Honestly, not your best performance by any stretch of the means, but it seems like not that many people showed up. There's the older couple that came up to you earlier, and you see they're with a few people, and you know they clap politely at the end of your show.
This loot must be out of tune.
Thank you, and you see in your hat at the end of the night about 7 silver and about 25 copper pieces.
Is that even worth adding to my total?
Of course, everything is.
What'd you say? 7 silver?
Silver and 25 copper.
Kayla.
Well. Alright, thanks for coming out, everybody. Please tip your bartender. Jerome over there did a great job.
Jeremiah.
Jeremy. Oh, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah just kind of looks at you guys. He's wiping down a few of the tables at this point.
I'm sure he's never worked this hard.
With a few people. Good night, and he just says good night to some of the folks that are leaving, and starts closing down the bar at this point. That your performance is over.
Wonderful.
So you guys all find yourselves. Your rooms upstairs are available. There are only 3 rooms available to you guys, so
I'm sleeping on the floor with somebody's.
split.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yeah. What's up?
I don't need a room. Can I just sit here?
No, that's weird.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's weird.
What happens if I give you a couple silver? I don't sleep.
Okay, the rooms are 5 silver a night. If you give me 5 silver, I guess you can just stay here.
Man, I feel like that was more than what they recorded. Sure, 5 silver.
Okay, thanks. And he takes the silver from you. You can find it, share pretty easily. And he quoted everybody 5 silver for the rooms, but there was only 3, so he quoted 15 silver for 3.
But my room's free.
So wait, how many of us are there? There's 6.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't sleep in the same room with people, so I'm just gonna chill in the lobby with Ian.
Okay.
My room's free because of my description.
So then it would be only 10 silver for the other 2 rooms.
I'm sleeping on somebody's floor, mate.
Yeah, you can sleep with me, Kuk.
And then Adara gets a room.
Yeah,
She is.
Adara can take the other room. You guys find yourselves a pretty decent rest. Nox, it's a little uncomfortable, but you're able to find sitting next to Ian in the corner with your back up against the wall. You're able to tuck a few of your bedroll and some of your other softer cloaks into a position that you're able to catch a decent enough night's sleep. Able to take a long rest.
But before we go to sleep, I want to talk to Nox. So Nox, what's your story?
Sorry.
Yeah, so
That's a pretty vague question. You have something specific in mind?
No, not really.
I've just traveled around, and now I'm traveling here. How about you?
I fought for a little bit. I traveled for a little bit. Now I'm trying to figure out what's next.
trying to love for a little bit.
Where'd you fight?
I fought in the war. The war. What's it called?
Yeah, the Eberron War, and
Everyone would know what it is, right? Like
yeah. Everyone would know of the war. Some of you would know a little more intimately of the details of everything, but there was from what you know, Nox, there was a conflict between 2 kingdoms and 2 rulers, and it led to a pretty significant war that lasted for about 5.
Okay, thank you.
it was how long?
About 5 years.
Yeah, I fought in the war.
Or no, I'm sorry. The war was about the war was about 5 years.
Well, it was based on the 100 Years' War.
Yeah. I'm trying to think back to your details and everything you gave me because that was kind of the stem of it, and I think it was about 5 years total.
Well, because I was for however long, but
Yeah.
before that, I fought for a little bit. So
Yeah, I'll give you more details offline, Jack.
we'll figure it out.
Okay,
Yeah, I
no
fought.
problem.
I fought in the war. And now I'm just trying to figure out what's next. Glad I was able to find a group to do this with.
I'm kind of in the same boat, just trying to figure out what's next.
So, do you have a family?
Somewhere, I'm sure, but I don't know them.
Huh. I guess we're all trying to find ourselves then.
I have a question about your work at like a welder's or at the smithy. I've heard of these weapons that use metal balls and they go really, really fast. But I've never really seen one. Is that what you go for?
You could say that. I've had them as long as I can remember. They feel like they're a part of me. I've always had them, so I've not known another weapon. So yeah, you could say that.
I can only imagine what it'd be like to have one of those. Having daggers, it's quick and great, but it takes a lot of effort. Do you think you've ever tried, or have you ever tried to forge one on your own?
Have I?
Sorry.
Not your time during the war. You would have had other equipment that you would have used.
I got you then. So I've made the odd repair here and there. I know how they work, but I haven't ever really had the time or the money to make my own. I do have a lot of ideas though, and I'll pull out the sketchbook I now can and have, and I'll show her some drawings. And I'll be like, yeah, this one's for close this one's for close distances, this one's far, this one's for something in the middle. These let me see in the dark. All ideas that I have.
Have you figured out the mechanisms by which to change the distance for those?
Just more just more of the propellant.
That's so cool. I don't know how any of those small mechanisms work. It's such intricate work.
Ian, from your understanding, you understand that more powder equals more boom, but there are significant engineering difficulties with putting more gunpowder into a smaller device. So
yeah, I'm not trying to like tell her everything I know. Yeah. So yeah, just more boom.
More boom. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think this group of travelers will bring the best out of all of us.
I sure hope so. Do you know where we're going tomorrow?
Oh, yes. What was his fucking name again? Malin. Damn it! Sorry. Yeah, Malin and I found the mine just outside the city limits, and something weird is going on there. I don't exactly know what's happening. Yeah, an iron mine. Maybe you can find what you're looking for down there for your tools and toys.
And that's underground?
I think it goes underground.
Yeah, most mines are.
Do you think you can find something there that's helpful?
We'll see.
That's where we're headed tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
All right, you guys are able to all get a long rest in for the night. Some of you sleep in a little bit more than usual, but the comfort of having a bed to yourself is something you guys haven't had for a hot minute while you guys have been traveling along your way to Chesterfield. You guys make your way downstairs. Knox, you and Ian, you guys are kind of woken up by some noises inside, as it sounds like Jeremiah's made his way inside and is starting to kind of open up the downstairs area and is starting to prepare some food. The smells kind of hit you, and Cham, it hits you as well from your room upstairs. You smell the food and the breakfast and everything all being prepared in the morning.
With advantage, it hits me.
Yeah. You guys make your way downstairs, slowly and surely. Malin actually comes downstairs as well, and you see Malin come downstairs with all of his equipment and everything geared up, and just looks over at Jeremiah and says, "Jeremiah, are you? Do you have any food for prepared for breakfast this morning?" And Jeremiah it's like, "Yeah, I have just a couple of small things, some eggs and some rashers of bacon, and I can get that prepared for you." And he says, "I'll take just the eggs and if you have some bread, that'll be good." And Jeremiah nods and just gets it prepared for him and hands it to him, and Malin gives him another gold piece for the breakfast.
Damn, that's an expensive breakfast.
And he makes his way and he sits down over near you guys and just starts eating quietly to himself. Gives you guys kind of a nod and a wave in the morning and just continues to eat by himself. As you guys make your way downstairs, you guys are all able to get breakfast in the morning. Breakfast is going to run you guys a silver piece.
Free for me.
Yeah, free for you, Cham, but a silver piece for everybody else for breakfast in the morning.
Free for me.
Laugh at the poor.
I'm taking 2 breakfasts because I gotta eat 10,000 calories a day.
Yeah, easy enough to do. And Jeremiah gives you kind of a strange look, but prepares a second plate of food for you. There's eggs, there's some rashers of bacon, and so there's some very simple bread that's prepared for you guys. And he gets that prepared for you guys, and you guys are able to have your breakfast. After Malin finishes, he thanks Jeremiah again and starts making his way out of the inn. Without really a word to you guys, just kind of nodding as he heads out. And slight wave and a smile and kind of walks out the door.
Malin's going?
Yeah, Malin's heading out of the inn right now at this point.
Wait, Malin, I'm gonna flag him down real quick. Malin!
Yeah, oh, yeah. You see him turn around as he's getting...
Are you heading out to that mine?
Yeah. That's the plan at this point.
Did you want our help? You seem pretty determined to take it on yourself.
Oh, that's right. I talked to you guys last night about that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been troubled ever since last night.
You said you were going to meditate. Did you see something? Did you learn something?
Yeah. I probably will need your help for this one. There's something strange and odd, and Paler wasn't able to give me full guidance, but it seems like there's some kind of creature that's causing these problems, some kind of monstrous creature.
Yeah, Knox said you followed you out, I know. Did you happen to meet anyone from the town? Because we were really trying to get a wagon here. And I'm not one to get my hands dirty personally unless there's at least something to gain from it.
Yeah, there was a few people that I met. There was Steve, he's the one that showed me where the mine was, and Emil, he actually was the one that introduced me to Steve, who said he worked down in the mine.
Maybe we could talk to this Steve or Emil and see if we could somehow, if we take care of this issue, we could procure a wagon for ourselves to expedite our journey to battle.
I think if they have a wagon to spare, they probably can help you guys out with that.
Maybe we should establish that prior to assaulting this mine.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll wait then if you guys are planning on joining.
Well, you said you need us, and you're also about to take it on yourself, so maybe we'll find you down there, and someone could probably...
Yeah, I'm conflicted. I think I might need some help, but I don't want to put you guys in danger.
Well, you won't be putting me in danger, because I won't get close to anything, but these guys, maybe.
We're accustomed to danger.
We're great with danger.
Okay.
Danger is my middle name.
Damn it, I was about to say that.
I'll stay here then, and once you guys are ready, meet me here and we can go. And you see him go back to one of the tables and kind of sit down. And
actually, while we regroup, if you don't mind grabbing a round for everybody.
Oh my god.
It's early morning. Did you want a round of ale or?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
A little liquid courage. I heard there were scary statues down there.
Okay, I'll be here. And you see him just kind of sit down, and he waves over at Jeremiah, and Jeremiah walks over and he talks to him very quietly. And then as Jeremiah walks away, you see him kind of very tensely, hands folded up in front of him, just kind of looks like he's gone into kind of a meditative state again. His eyes are wide open. He looks a little bit shaken, but trying to muster some kind of courage.
All right, guys. He said he thinks we could secure a wagon from this, so I'm in.
Yeah, and as you make your way out of the inn, you see a few people wandering here and there in the streets. There's a couple of people talking in small groups. A couple of people are walking over to what looks like a small market area that's been kind of set up, that's selling some fresh fruit and vegetables and stuff like that to some of the other townsfolk. And it looks like a few people are trading trading some breads for fruit or some breads for vegetables that have been harvested in the area. You do see there's where Ian, and you see this particularly where you saw that initial smoke rising. It looks like there's significantly less smoke coming from the smithy than there was yesterday.
I wonder what Shay's doing.
Well, not smelting ore.
Fair.
So, I mean, easy enough. You guys are able to talking to a couple of people here and there, able to find Emil, and Emil is actually one of the leaders of the town. You see older human, about in his late 60s, graying hair on the sides, starting to bald along the top. He has a slight hunch to him, and he does walk with a bit of a gait, but smiling, with a little bit of sadness in his eyes and some dark circles underneath his eyes.
Emil, hello.
Hi. Can I help you guys with anything? Are you guys
We
okay?
are here to help you. We are going to take care of whatever nefarious thing is down in that mine. I, Team Captain Cham Pa, the legendary bard, am here to negotiate, though. We are actually making our way towards, was it Balfour? Balfour?
Belmont.
Belmont. Yeah.
Belmont. And we found ourselves in need of a wagon.
Oh, yeah.
A simple procurement, I assume.
It's a bit of a journey to Belmont from here. We might have an extra wagon. If you can help us with these mines.
Surely a wagon is worth less than sanctity of your mind. So.
Yeah, we had a couple of people that didn't come back.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yesterday.
What did they look like by chance?
Yeah. We will recover their bodies or them alive, hopefully.
Yeah,
or perhaps they have been turned into a statue.
Yeah, Eddie was one of the last groups there. Eddie and Amara. They didn't come back yesterday, and I think they were the last two that went into the mines to grab some of the equipment that was left behind. But they just haven't returned yet. That was early this morning. They should have been back by now.
Well,
we will do our best to recover them, figure out this whole mess, and then be on our way, because trying to GTFO.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about getting you guys a wagon and a few beasts to pull it.
Perhaps also a stage in the inn would be appropriate.
Perhaps a what?
Stage in the inn.
You're gonna have to talk to Jeremiah about that one. That's his place.
Perhaps it is a public works project.
Oh my god! You're leaving.
He just kind of walked away. You see him like walking away with his slight gait to his walk, his back a little bit hunched over, and heading towards one of the farmhouses to the edge of the city.
Hey, Cham.
Yes, sir.
You keep asking everybody for money and rewards, and I'm just curious what you plan to do with this cash, since you seem so covetous of it.
Amass a fortune.
And?
That's about it. So I can live a good life wherever my travel takes me.
And you're not quite there yet, obviously.
I'm living a pretty good life. I don't know about you.
Over your hundreds of years of journey.
286. I'm just middle aged. I have lived a comfortable life.
Long may it continue.
Exactly.
But
How do you think I got here?
That's fair. I am just worried that your avarice might seem off-putting.
You don't say.
Second. Thirded.
Whatever.
All right, we will see.
So are we all ready to go to the mine?
All right.
Let's mine it up.
Let's go get Malin. Go get that mine cleared out.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way back to the inn, Malin's still sitting right where he was. You see there's a small flagon right in front of him, and what looks like a set of glasses on the bar just over near Jeremiah. He's still sitting in that same pose that you left him in, hands kind of in front of his face, eyes kind of wide, and just kind of staring out into the distance.
And Adara will go up and gently
Do the voice.
wake up from his meditation and go,
Do the voice.
Malin, we're ready to go.
Do the voice.
Malin, we're
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And he just takes the flagon that was in front of him and just downs the whole thing and gives it
You
back
seem
to
pretty worried.
Jeremiah.
Do you have any idea what this is?
I couldn't get a clear look. Paler offered me some guidance, but wasn't able to help me. His reach on this place didn't. Something is odd about this area. I don't know what's going on, but there's something weird going on here.
Can I vibe check the entire area?
I'm feeling it. I know what it.
So, and he looks to Darn and says, "Oh yeah, your guys' drinks are all on the bar. Jeremiah just left them out for you guys."
Oh yeah, the ale. I'm not drinking that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll drink early in the morning.
And Malin's just gonna walk outside and meet up with the rest of you guys outside the inn. Are you guys all ready to go? Anything else you guys need to do?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good, mate.
Okay, cool. So Malin and Nox kind of lead the way out towards the edge of the town and then heading over to where the mines are. And you guys make your way that way. It's about a 20-minute walk or so, and Malin during this time has been quiet. Not a word said to anyone. And he's just kind of walking head forward. And you see at this point, as he gets closer to the entrance of the mine, you see him reach behind him, and he's grabbing one of the staves from his back, and he's just holding it in one hand as he starts to walk into the mine.
Oh wait. Retcon. Can I buy a torch? I think I have a torch.
You should have a torch.
Yeah. Who among us does not have dark vision?
Me.
I don't think I have it as a Dragonborn.
What are we trying to figure out? Sorry.
It'll be on your character sheet under racial features. I'm just curious who does and does not have dark vision. Just
Not me.
Racial. I do not have dark vision.
Is that description?
Class. It's under features and traits, and then racial traits.
Man, I was so certain that I could see in the dark.
Then why would you need the night vision goggles?
Because I can't see in the dark.
When he was making the character, he thought he could.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe the robot doesn't know he can't see, and he thinks he can see really well, but he just can't see anything.
Bumps into everything.
As you guys,
Anyway, it's not of huge importance, I guess. But yeah, if you just be aware if you do and don't.
Yeah, as you approach, Malin kind of turns to you guys and says, "It's probably going to be dark in there, and I don't have really great night vision." So
I have. I can create us some lights while down there. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I was just going to put some light on some of your guys' equipment, if you don't mind.
Not
you
on
see-
mine, please.
I prefer to work in the dark.
As he's holding his staff,
Knox, you say you prefer to work in the dark?
Yeah.
How about you run out 50 feet in front of us and kind of scout ahead?
Because she can't see.
I can't see. I just don't want to be lit up because I work best in the shadows.
I'll volunteer.
But I'll the caboose. I'll take up the rear.
and Malin at this point, as you guys are kind of discussing this, touches the small crystal at the top of his staff, and he mutters a few words under his breath, and you see the crystal start to glow with a brightish light. And he just looks to you guys and says, I can do this if any of you need light.
Me. Ian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a small weapon or anything I can...
What about this torch?
Yeah, and you see him take the staff, actually, and touch the top of this... touch the gem that's now glowing pretty brightly to the torch, and the torch lights on fire.
Lit.
Do that.
Well, can you just make it glow? So that I can, put it away if I need to?
Yeah, and he takes the torch from your hand, and he sticks it in the dirt, and he hands it back to you. And then he puts his hand on the top and casts light on the top of the torch, and you can see where the embers were are now emitting a bright-ish light.
Appreciate it. And
Yeah, I'll opt to keep my stuff dark.
Okay, no problem. You guys make your way into the mines. It is a bit of a ways down into the mines before you guys start to see before you guys are following Malin and the direction that he was given from Steve. You guys you can travel a little bit into the mine. Yeah.
Can I need to hesitate pretty hard before entering.
Yeah. Totally make a wisdom saving throw.
Was this man a claustrophobe?
I don't know.
Or is he Tommy Shelby? Flashbacks to tunnels.
A 9.
9. Okay. Yeah. It takes you a minute. As you get to the entrance of the mine, you freeze almost completely. As
Oh dear.
Start to make their way in, you're still.
Ian, are you all right?
Just bad memories.
Ah.
And I'll shake it off and go in.
Yeah, a few moments you shake it off, and your grip on the torch gets a little tighter as you make your way in, and pretty large mine. The entrance of it, at least, is pretty large. But you guys make your way in and start to traverse down towards the end of the mine. Can I have you guys make an order as far as who's in the front, who's in the back?
I'll go first in case I have to scout ahead.
Okay.
Because I have dark vision and stealth, so I feel like it makes sense.
Got it. Okay.
I'll take a second, mate.
Stilo, you should hang out 50 feet in front of us. And for us blind boys, I will illuminate the area.
Cham, I think that's a good idea, except if we are in any kind of a straight tunnel, or really, what are the walls like? Are they earth? Are they rock?
They are carved earth. It looks like this is an iron mine. So you can see about every 20 feet or so. Like
Skyrim kind of supports.
Yeah, there are wooden supports and things holding up parts of the wall, but for the most part, it is carved earth, and there are some twists and turns, and there are some branching paths, but...
And there are rarely straight sections.
Yeah, there are really straight sections as well. Yeah.
Wait,
it looks like
rarely or really?
For the entrance of this mine, it looks like for the first about 100 or so yards is about almost entirely straight, and then there's a left turn, and then a right turn, and then that's where the new tunnel was found.
Okay, so Cham, I think that's a good idea. However, if we are in any sort of straight section, I would prefer not to do that, because the light from you guys would illuminate me from behind and silhouette me to whoever might be, or whatever might be in front of us in the tunnel, which would, I think, render my stealth useless. So if there's curves and twists, I'd be happy to do that.
And at this point,
alright, what if we go 150 feet in front of us?
Malin shirts up and says, we should stick as a group.
You'd be out of range of that.
Yeah.
We should stick up. We should stick together as a group.
Okay, we'll keep it in the pocket as necessary.
Yeah.
All right, I will not illuminate anything, but we are fully counting on you to not get ruined.
Yeah, and the tunnel is wide enough for you guys to go 2 by 2 together down the
Dibs
path.
on not front or back.
Yeah, and
Well,
Malin's
Malin should be in front.
Yeah, but it's 2 by 2.
He's got the glowing.
Maybe Malin and Adara in the front.
They both have
No,
staffs, right?
Malin and me.
Okay, yeah, and then Adara will be behind them,
Yeah, I'm second row with Adara.
and I'll be as far back as I can possibly be.
Okay. So that puts Kuk and Cham, or I'm sorry, Nox and Cham.
I'm like in the middle.
Yep. And then we'll say about 15 feet back is where you are, Ian.
Well, I don't want to be too far away, but I'm gonna be at the back.
Okay.
I want to
Say
be far
about-
away, but close enough.
Ian, are you carrying a glowing thing?
Yeah, we'll say about 5 feet behind Nox
Do
and
you-
Cham
torch.
where you are.
Do
Ian.
you want me to be carrying the glowing thing?
I think, wouldn't you want you to be carrying a glowing thing?
Yes, I have the glowing thing.
Okay.
The ironically glowing torch. The magical torch. This torch itself is glowing. There's no fire.
Are you guys?
I want to be able to put it away if we need to.
It's just a glowing stick. Yeah, you can put it away.
And at this point, Malin turns to you guys as well. He says, after you guys get about 10, 15 feet inside of the mine, he turns back to you guys and says, "We should try and be as quiet as possible entering through here. I know we do have the light and everything, but try not to make our presence known as much as possible."
Stealth.
Yeah, we can have everybody go ahead and roll a stealth check as well.
Give it to me. Oh, can I have a 24?
Also, a 24.
A 19, and I have
Ooh,
no
stealth.
bonuses.
What are we rolling? Stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm a dirty liar.
Wait, what?
19. I got 19.
I rolled a 19.
Whoa, I thought it was
Oh, wait, we're the 19 gang, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 19 with plus 0.
Same, Jesse. Oh my god.
I am the stealthiest fucking elephant man you've ever seen. Actually,
Wait,
the
what did you roll?
stealthiest elephant man you've never seen.
Ian
What did
rolled
you roll?
A 19.
A 19?
Adara rolled a 19.
Oh my god.
I
4
think,
19s.
I think Adara is at disadvantage because of her armor.
Adara rolled a 11.
Okay.
Clanky fool.
Yeah, I mean, overall, you guys have made pretty quiet. You do hear Adara's clanking a little bit, and you can actually hear Malin is kind of nervously muttering to himself just very quietly. But other than that, you guys are pretty quiet.
Hey, Malin. Have we've entered, right?
Yeah, you guys are in the mines at this point.
Malin, before we proceed any further, could you say a prayer for all of us in our journey? In the name of Palor?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Oh, that was really nice.
And you see him take. He actually puts the staff that he's holding back on his back, and he pulls out a much smaller staff. This one's very thin, very lithe, and it looks like almost just a very small tree branch just curls up. At the see him sit down in the dirt a little bit and just take a moment, just take his mind, and he's just quietly closes his eyes, and you see his hands. One of his hands is holding the staff in front of him. The other hand is pressed into the dirt. And you see him just quietly taking a moment to himself. And as he stands from where he was sitting and kind of gathers himself up again, you can see on the floor there's a small flower that's bloomed just in the dirt. And it's brilliant. It's a bright, deep red with a almost golden center where the nectar would be collected by bees.
So the flower's just blooming dead in the middle of the tunnel.
Singular flower blooms where he lifted his staff from.
With the little staff. He put down those.
I'm going to take a real hard look at that flower.
Yeah, Adara's going to ask what kind of flower that is.
Yeah.
It has a few names. It's very commonly called a Palor blossom. So
And what does it do?
it's just a flower. These flowers are, and Siwo, you would know this just from your travels. These flowers are fairly common throughout the world.
Oh, okay.
They are especially common surrounding temples of Palor and worship centers of Palor. It seems like this is it's one of those births that Palor has brought to this world that signifies his gift and his...
A boon!
Yes,
A
almost like a boon.
Adara's gonna make one with her staff close by and then press it into her book.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough given the flower's current existence. You see Adara take the other staff that she has, concentrate for a moment, and touches the ground just near the flower, and you see the first flower that actually grows there grows same bright red, brilliant petals. The center of it is slightly blue and green, and the rest of them all bloom with that golden yellow center, which is the first flower that bloomed. It has that slightly blue, almost green color to it, kind of in a swirl around the center.
Cool. She'll press it.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. She's able to pluck it and press it into her book. And you guys make your way, continuing down. At this point, you've gone about 150 or so yards into the tunnel, made the left turn, and then another right turn. And you can see in front of you, there is a large section of wall that has kind of crumbled in and kind of fallen in. And you see a few broken pieces of support. But just beyond that, you see what looks like a carved, almost flat piece of rock.
Ooh. Is there anything on the rock, or is it just totally smooth?
It looks very smooth.
And is that like the side of the tunnel?
It's kind of, so you guys are coming kind of at a straight angle. The tunnel itself that you guys see at this point is actually slightly at an angle to the tunnel that you guys are coming in at. So you guys will be coming in. It's almost kind of going back in the direction of where you guys are facing, but off to the side. And you guys here at this point, you feel under your feet a little bit of the ground rumbling.
Oh dear.
Malin stops you all and looks at you guys and says, I think I know what we're about to walk into, but be careful.
What is it?
What is it?
Try and avert your gaze as much as possible.
It's a weeping angel. I was right. What is it? No, actually, I guess it's the opposite of a weeping angel, huh?
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
These are dangerous creatures.
What is it? What is it? Tell me right now.
Proceed.
If you know what it is, you tell me right now or I leave.
I'm not sure. I have an idea,
What do you think
but
it is? Why are you withholding this information?
I think they're basilisks.
Basilisks.
All right.
I think that's what's...
So I have to look at them, or I can't not look at
Don't look at them.
Don't try not to look at them as much as you can.
them? Oh, good. I just make noises. Fine. You guys want... Oh, guys. Technically, so if we're not allowed to look at them, how good is your hearing?
Probably excellent. I'm a cat.
If you guys want, I could willingly blind us all.
Whoa! No, not about that.
Temporary.
All we have to do is not look at them. We don't need to be blind.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Temporary feet. I'm gonna blind myself.
And also, it's just their eyes. Like, we can look at
Their feet, their
other
chest,
sides of them.
yeah. Well, their
But wait, Beezer, I just rolled a 24
Right.
history. What do I know about basilisk?
This wouldn't be history. This would be an animal handling check.
Shit.
Or a nature check.
Oh, can Adara roll?
It's gonna be a nature check, and it's gonna be a 21.
Yeah. So you would know that basilisks, as they hunt and feed on the statues that they turn to stone. The creatures themselves, once their prey turns to stone fully, the basilisks eat those creatures, and as they ingest them, they are turned back into meat inside of their systems.
Whoa! What an interesting.
Yeah, and
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Typically, when they do hunt prey, they only show their head and their eyes, and the top of their head is about all they usually show. So it is very hard to see them and not look at their eyes.
Would you guys like me to blind you?
No.
No, thank you.
Rather close my eyes.
Yeah, I'm good here.
So
I can turn it off.
outside of game thing, from Solomon's knowledge, does he know how to cure it?
Make a medicine check, Solomon.
Okay, ooh, straight. Oh, and it's a crit 1.
Oof.
And that,
Yeah, you are really not sure at all.
You turn yourself into stone.
All right, we'll figure that out.
Malin turns to you guys and says, I might be able to, if things get dire, to heal one of you if you do turn to stone. But
Malin, would you like to be blinded?
no, absolutely not. I should I need to, try and resist this effect, I don't want to be blinded. I would much rather try and resist the effect.
a Beezer,
Yes.
if, like, using my history knowledge,
Mhm.
would I know of any, like, famous basilisks and how they were killed, i.e., like, do I know if they have any weaknesses or, like, tactics to attack them? That was my
Nature
24.
check?
Sorry?
Yeah, with your nature check 21, I mean, yeah, they really only show their head and their eyes when they hunt.
Are we talking like a giant snake, like from Harry Potter?
If
Yeah, what do they look like?
They are like crawling creatures. They've got
So it actually has legs and arms.
4 pairs of legs and a strong, powerful tail and a large
So
head.
not a
And
snake.
They're able to crawl and dig through the earth.
So
And
they're
are they-
They're able
That's what we're talking about.
to bite and grab into stone. You do know with that nature check, they do have a hard time burrowing into carved earth, into worked earth and stone. So things like a solid cavern wall that has been worked, they have a difficult time with burrowing through those. They can easily burrow into.
Have any reflective material on them? Can we turn them to stone? Is that something that I would know?
I do have a shield, but
How polished?
ooh, wait a minute. Wait, just a minute.
That looks fucking terrifying.
A little bit.
Oh wait, did you put it in the thingy? Oh, let me see.
I'll put a picture of it.
Oh dear.
No,
What
that's
a-
a basilisk.
What a terrifying looking reptile.
You fool! No, this is what a basilisk looks like.
Oh my god.
Ah, I get that one.
Is that a
Yeah.
RuneScape joke?
No,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
a real basilisk.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, my picture's bad. How do I delete
All right.
Yeah, wait, one sec.
it?
Uh,
All right, I'm trying to go slap a basilisk.
yeah, yeah.
I will say
Okay, yeah,
I got to go at like 6:30. So
Okay, yeah. Let's slap him.
Yeah, I mean, we can just pick this up next week, or
It's not going to be a short encounter. I'm assuming.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Combat's going to take a while, so if you need to jump, then let's pick it up next in 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, let's do that.
And